Coastal Radio DAB, Scotty here with you from the Drive Time Show. And Christmas is over. And not only are the festivities, the parties and Santa gone for Christmas, but a certain Mr. Bublé and his Christmas tunes are going. But fear not, because we might have something for you that may be of interest at the end of January, the 23rd of January in particular, as we have got Bublé, Sinatra, Bassey and more great tunes coming from the story of swing with Mr. Gareth John. And we have Gareth here with us. Gareth, a very good afternoon. How are you, my friend?
I'm very well, Scott. Happy New Year to you. Hope all's well.
Oh, thank you very much, mate, and to you as well. Now, listen, I've been looking at this online, and what a show you are bringing to Lowther Pavilion on Friday, the 23rd of January. Tell us a little bit about it and what kind of music and what kind of genre that we are bringing to Lowther this January.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's funny you led with the Bublé line there, Scott, because I was smiling to myself because I say this on stage sometimes, and I believe I did last time we were at Lowther as well. Is that he's the singer, the kind of person to whom I constantly get compared, Michael Bublé. So,
wow!
And I kind of come out my cave in December as well and have a million gigs. I've just finished them all.
Oh, amazing stuff!
So yeah, there's obviously a touch of that, but it really does span kind of close to 100 years of great big band and swing music. From we touch on in the early part of the show, we touch on the great band leaders, so not so much the singers, but the great band leaders that time, like Count Basie. We then do obviously there's a big Sinatra chunk of the show, and I like to feel we cover a lot of different aspects of Sinatra that people maybe don't always first think of. Like he was a great saloon singer. We do a great kind of sort of saloon bar type ballad in there, as well as all the big hitters.
Yeah.
You know, your New Yorks and your My Ways. But yes, and some real classy arrangements of Sinatra stuff. We touch on there Bobby Darin, who I've got a big soft spot for. I think really underrated. There's a bit of Nat King Cole in there as well. A couple of his big hits. Sammy Davis Jr., Dean Martin, through to modern guys like Harry Connick Jr., Paul Anka, and of course Mr. Bublé as well. So we've got an incredible band. We really have. I think I've heard that enough objectively from people who've seen the show and peers in the industry to be able to say that with a lot of confidence. That I've always thought it, but we have got an incredible band, really well led by Benjamin Dady, my business partner and best friend. So we're really looking forward to coming back to Lytham, and not just saying this, Lytham do come out in force for us each time as well. That last time was close to sell out. I think there were 15 tickets left last time, something like that. And it's looking that way this time as well. So, better get in quick.
Oh, that's great news, mate. Because obviously, at the minute it's hard for a lot of people. The standard of living, the living crisis, etc. People are a bit reluctant to spend money. So that's great news that people are coming out to see. You just mentioned there this band. This is not just any band, mate. How many? What kind of piece band are we looking at for this fantastic show?
We've got a 10-piece band that we mainly tour with. We sometimes go bigger, sometimes smaller, but the consistent lineup is a 10-piece band. So to go into a little bit more detail, 2 trumpets, 2 trombones, one of each type of sax. So you've got alto, tenor, and baritone. The tenor sax player is the musical director, Ben. And then you've got a great 3-piece rhythm section as well with drums, double bass, and piano. So yeah, it's a real force to be reckoned with live. It's a big sound. Oh, mate,
amazing stuff. And you are getting the people for Lytham really nicely warmed up because, of course, Mr. Michael Bublé, I don't know if you've heard, he's actually going to be performing at Lytham Festival in July this year as well. So he's actually going to be there. So it really gets them nicely warmed up for Mr. Bublé. So they are very much looking forward to that.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that the other day. Yeah, they have some great stuff on at Lytham Festival. And I've always found, I've done it, that venue. I've played it. Lowther Pavilion a few times with the South, so I toured with them, formerly Beautiful
Amazing,
South.
Yeah.
And we've been there a few times, but I didn't realise until doing it more regularly. Obviously, I do it more times a year now because I'm doing it with my own show. I didn't realise what a sort of thriving, artsy sort of place it is. You've got Lytham Festival, you've got the Jazz and Blues Festival last year.
Yeah.
The inaugural one of those. They were when we were last at the venue. Some of the staff were telling me about the extension they were doing there, but really expanding the facilities there. So it's a really kind of strong, nice to see a real strong cultural and arts-driven town as well. It's really nice to see. Like you say, in the current climate as well.
Yeah, really definitely. Nice definitely. So tell us about a little bit about your background. Obviously, swing, not everyone's kind of genre. How did you fall into it, and how did you fall in love with it?
It was definitely from my grandparents, really, more so than my parents. My parents definitely influenced me in terms of other styles of music, but with my grandparents, they lived in the basement of our sort of big, very old and quite tired Victorian house that we grew up in. And they lived in the basement there. And whenever I would go down, they had a lot of pets as well. They had like two dogs and 4 cats in this flat at the time. And they've been running a pub in Wales, and it'd gone a bit wrong. And they kind of came and sort of took refuge a bit with us, with all these pets sort of descended on us one night, and they were there for like 6-7 years. So whenever I would go down there, there'd always be Ella Fitzgerald, Sinatra, Nat King Cole. My granddad in particular was really into the big band leads like Glenn Miller's, your Count Basie's, Duke Ellington's. So that was a really early influence. And my grandma was a singer herself. She was a singer and actress herself. So that was an early influence, and always influenced my trumpet playing from as long as I can remember. And my granddad got me my first trumpet as well. But it wasn't until kind of 2017 that I decided to make the leap and become a singer. And I've always been passionate about that genre still staying alive and being heard for generations to come, and people doing new things with it as well, like Michael Bublé has done, like Gregory Porter has done, like Harry Connick, Jamie Cullum more recently, Tony Bennett, still, bless him, still really reinvented himself as his career went on and on. So I've always been passionate about that style staying alive, and it not just be seen as a kind of an old nostalgia thing, although it is that as well. Yeah. It's dynamic, it's exciting, it's modern as well. That was the real big driver in setting up Story Swing, really. I've always wanted my own touring show, didn't quite know what it would be until that all kind of started into place. And if it hadn't been for the good old pandemic, then it would have got started a lot earlier. But we are where we are now. Good stuff. Up and running, good few years under my belt. So.
Oh, mate. Well, Gareth, congratulations. We can't wait to see you on January 23rd. Good luck with it, my friend. We'll be down there with our Bublé socks on, our Sinatra socks, and getting a right good feel for it. So, mate, well done. We'll see you on Friday the 23rd, and good luck with it, my friend.